Since yesterday afternoon, I've been feeling really ill. Not in the sense of flu, in the sense I don't really know what's wrong with me. I've had headaches and feel really lethargic. It is 1 week since I came back from the UK, so I'm sure it's not jet lag, but what I'm thinking it was maybe the weeding. Someone did actually say to me on the day that I should be wearing a hat because it's easy to get sunstroke. I have no idea where my hat is, and I really thought it was going to be more of a 30-minute thing rather than a 2-hour thing. Also, everyone there had a flask with a strap on it so they could walk around and keep hydrated, and I didn't have it. So I wasn't well prepared at all, and I'm thinking that's why I feel like this. So it could be a mixture of hay fever, jet lag and the weeding. Anyway, I do know that I'm going to spend a lot of time outdoors, so I better get a hat. It could also be because of the heat. I think it's like 28 degrees today. I picked up some sunglasses and a hat, which will hopefully help me get through the Japanese summer. Strangely, in Japan, even though the sun is really strong, not a lot of people wear sunglasses. I popped to Sekichu to get some paint from my husband, and I came across these bells. Since last year, we've heard a lot about the bears in the news, and apparently carrying a bell does deter them from coming towards humans. It is something to be aware of if you're going to move to Japan or if you're just coming for a holiday. Japan does face a lot of natural challenges, and during the Japanese summer, lots of weird and wonderful bugs come out. I don't really mind as long as they're on the outside of the house. It's hard to believe this baby praying mantis will one day be able to eat a cicada. Apologies to anyone who is squeamish, this does look quite disgusting. We experienced the biggest earthquake since we've been here. The house did shake quite a bit. It usually lasts a couple of seconds, but it went on a bit longer. I went to Belk and they had some Venus flytraps. My daughter is really into nature and bugs at the moment, so I'll bring her here to choose one. So far, out of all the supermarkets I've been to, Belk has the best customer service. I do usually get my avocados from Belk, and when I went to the till, the lady said that avocado was poco poco. This means that there's some air inside the avocado. So she called someone and they brought over 4 avocados and let me choose some other ones. On another occasion, when the lady was scanning my shopping, she dropped the toothbrush. This didn't bother me, but she called someone over and they brought me over another toothbrush. Belk has the best selection of ready-made tempura. I have also found coriander here, which I haven't found in any other supermarket. When you buy cleaning products or toiletries, it's always good to check if they have a refill. And don't forget to download the app because you can get coupons. Today's temperature is 30 degrees, but it really does feel like it is 34. So far, I have managed not to put the air conditioning on, which is great. It is coming up to 3 years since we moved to Japan, and every so often we do come across these crossroads. When we left the UK, we did keep our flat in Aldershot just in case anything went wrong and we had to go back. And now it's the second time where we have to make a decision whether to keep the flat or sell it. If you live in the UK and you have a residential mortgage, you do need to contact your mortgage company to get permission to rent it out. If they agree, they will give you something called a consent to let. We have already extended this once, but they did say now we have to swap over to a buy to let mortgage. I did speak to the tenant the other day and he said that he really wants to stay there. And although we could do with the money, we are surviving, so we're thinking just to keep it a little bit longer. Although we are really happy in Japan and things are slowly starting to improve, it just seems like a really big step to sell the flat. Also, another reason is, although we bought the flat 6 years ago, it hasn't gone up in value at all. So if we did decide to sell now, by the time we pay the estate agent fees and solicitors fees, we will be in minus figures. And of course, there's a sentimental thing. My daughter took her first steps there, so it's a flat that I'm always going to love. We have decided to keep it, but it's whether we fix it for 2 years or 5 years now. That will require a little bit more thought, I think. The redecorating has taken a lot longer than I thought it would. I'm really determined to get most of it done before it heats up too much this summer. I'm happy to say that I do think this is the last coat, and as I've gone along, I have had more ideas on what to do with the space in the room. It is 30 degrees, so of course you need to take lots of breaks. And there's nothing like a packet of salt and vinegar crisps to keep you going. Now that most of the painting is done, it's time to put the socket covers back on. We do have quite a few sockets that have no use there. I do believe that previously this room was more like a self-contained flat. I'm just finishing off with a little paintbrush here. Today I received a parcel, and the best parcels are the ones that you don't expect. Ooh, this is very nicely wrapped. Must be a late birthday present. So pretty. It is from my husband's aunt and cousin, which is lovely. I think these might be to pick up hot things, I'm not 100% sure. And a dress, she has messaged to say wait till it gets cooler because it is a long sleeve dress, but this is perfect for Japan. Let me just rewind what I said. It's an apron because I'm sure nobody's going to walk around with their dress open like this in Japan. So yeah, it's an apron. I definitely would have felt a bit of a breeze if I wore this as a dress. I found a piece of land for sale in our local park. I tried to find out the price of it, but I couldn't find it on the website. It looks like a really cool spot to have a house in the summer. When I saw this, it was like I found treasure. A whole container full of taikos. This is the second performance that I'm doing with this group. Here we are setting up the drums for the performance. I wasn't as nervous this time as I was last time. I think this is because they put me and my daughter at the back. They also said there's no pressure to get everything right, just to enjoy it. They lent us some of the group t-shirts, so we really felt part of the team. We had a quick rehearsal and then we got changed. One of the songs has horses galloping, and I think this is because we're in the year of the horse. One thing that I really love about taiko is so inclusive. We are performing with a special needs group, and whoever you are, whether you're old, young, deaf, blind, any condition, I think anyone can enjoy taiko. This event was a Fujioka cultural event. It gives everyone a chance to perform and show their talents. We did stick around to watch some of the other performers. Afterwards we headed to Takasaki. While I was in the UK, I had a roofer come round and give me a quote to replace the roof. When I received the quote, my jaw dropped. My friend has kindly offered to help me get more quotes, so we've come to Takasaki to see if I can get my UK keys cut. I like these animals that help you remember where you parked. The man at the key shop said most keys he cuts for foreign locks don't work, but I thought I'd take my chances anyway. We did get really excited when we saw this kebab shop, but unfortunately the kebabs were really small. I know my husband really misses a kebab from the UK. We decided to head back to Fukuoka so that I could post the keys. That evening we received a text message from the neighbour reminding us to pay our 4,000 yen into the community. I don't exactly know what it's for, but as my old manager used to say, pay up and shut up. We're really lucky that she reminded us because we would have forgotten. Me and my daughter haven't been to the cat cafe for quite a while, so we headed back to Takasaki on Sunday. I like going to this cat cafe because parking is free, so you don't have to worry too much about time. We arrived at around 12 and we grabbed some lunch from the supermarket as all the restaurants were so busy. This supermarket does have quite a good cheese selection. Cheese is one thing that I do really miss from the UK. My daughter went for the black sesame rice balls and she also had some sandwiches. This shopping centre is so big that it's hard to find anything. These monchichi remind me of my childhood. I had no idea that Japan was playing Tunisia that day. It was really nice to see the Japanese people get excited and celebrate, and everything was still quite orderly. They had these really cute samurai blue outfits for dogs and cats. If I had a dog or a cat, I would definitely get one. I was so happy for Japan that they won. They even have little hats for the animals to wear. And we found an England outfit as well. After lots of walking around, we finally found the cat cafe. This cat cafe offers unlimited free drinks. I think that is the reason why my daughter likes coming to this one. Here she is getting out her strawberry milk. Whenever we've been to this cat cafe, there's so many cats that are sleeping. They look so cozy and peaceful. Me and my daughter love cats, so it's such a good opportunity to interact with them. Also, I really want my daughter to be comfortable around cats, just in case in the future we're lucky enough to have one. For 550 yen extra, you can feed the cats. The cats do get very excited and they can jump on you. This cat has just woken up from his nap. You have to pay for every 10 minutes, so we stayed there for half an hour. Then we headed back to the big screen to watch the football. Kaldi Coffee Farm is a great place to find foreign products. Although I do really like the products, the shops are often small and crowded. You're constantly in the way of somebody, and going with a young child isn't so easy. I went there to see if they had the Dr. Karg's pumpkin and Emmental crackers. I brought these back on a recent trip to the UK. Me and my daughter really like them, but unfortunately they didn't have them. We went to pick up my husband and then we went to Coco's restaurant. Although Mother's Day is on a different date to the UK, Father's Day is the same date. They have brought out a new magnet range, and when I'm filming, my daughter loves to put things in front of the camera. We did used to get her a magnet every time we came here, but we've cut it down to just when there's a new range out. I do really like going to Coco's every so often because their menu changes. This dish that I ordered wasn't there last time we came, and my daughter loves udon, so she usually orders the udon, and she also had a corn soup. This came to a total of 5,731 yen, and on the way out it was really nice to see these Shaun the Sheeps in the gachapon machines. It's really nice to see British characters with a twist of Japanese design. These cost 400 yen each. And I have got some brilliant news. They've opened a Baskin Robbins in Fukuoka. My daughter made this really cute card, and inside it says Happy Family Day, and I've never heard of this, but I think it's instead of Happy Father's Day. You can see that she's drawn the three of us here, which is really, really sweet. Let's put this on. Unfortunately, it is mosquito season now. They sell these anpanman stickers to stop the itching and also stop kids scratching their bites. My daughter loves these stickers and bandages at the moment. She's always asking for them. Now she's ready to go to nursery. Me living in Japan, my ultimate goal is basically just to blend into the background. The other day, I wore this t-shirt to my drumming rehearsal. It's a sumo t-shirt with takakeisho on the front of it. And so many times it became a talking point during the lesson. I did feel a little bit awkward, but then we went to the temple, and when we were ordering food, they were like, oh, we love sumo. And I thought, oh no, not again. Then we bumped into my daughter's teachers from the nursery, and they were kind of having a bit of a giggle, and I think it might have been at me rather than with me. And then we went into the main temple, and one of the monks was like, oh, you like takakeisho? And I was like, oh no. It was really sweet. It's a really good conversation starter, but I think you have to be in the right frame of mind for it. So what I've decided to do, if I have a day that I'm feeling lonely or I really want to talk to someone, I think I'll wear this t-shirt. I do have another one as well. Anyway, until the next time, sayonara.